धृतपाशबाणचापाम् अनिमादिभिरावृतां मयूखैः अहमित्येव विभावये भवानीं ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेम पद्माम्बराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीं सकुङ्कुमविलेपनामलिकचुम्बिकस्तूरिकां समन्दहसितेक्षणां ससरचापपाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनीं मरुणमाल्यभूषोज्ज्वलां जपाकुसुमभासुरां जपविधौ स्मरेदम्बिकां ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम everybody. We are doing Lalita Sahasranamam. We are at Gayatri Vidya. This is the one we are doing from Shloka 90 to 96. We finished all up to 94. Almost halfway up to 94 we finished, and we are going to take up some more today. Kumaragana Nadhamba Tushti Pushtirmatir Dhrutihi Shanti Swasti Mati Kantir Nandini Vignanashini. That is the 94th shloka. Kumara Gananadhamba. Kumara means Subramanyeswar Swami, and Gananadha means our Lord Ganesha, and Amba means mother. Mother is mother is mother to everybody, but this namam is specifically says mother for Kumaraswamy and Gananatha. That is why, you know, in this Akhilandeshwari temple in Jambukeshwaram, in front of mother, they keep the Ganesh Bhagavan. So that way mother, when she sees the children, she feels get the Saumya Bhavana. So that is what especially Shankaracharya did the Pratishtapana, Ganesha Bhagavan's Pratishtapana. So that's, we saw that now Tushtihi means contentment, happiness. And Pushtihi, we saw that also. There are 9 types of pushtis: Vak pushti, Jnana pushti, Sharira pushti, Indriya pushti, Praja pushti. Praja pushti means, we know it's like children, progeny, and then family. Both will come as pushti, the family and friends also. And then Grama pushti, where we live, that should be in conducive for our sadhana and peaceful too, even for day-to-day living. So both of them are important. And then we saw all elaborately, and Santana pushti, Dhanadhanya pushti, because Dhanam means wealth and Dhanyam means all the grains, whatever we eat every day, everything has to be in plenty. So that's all the, more importantly, Dharma pushti. Dharma means righteousness. Earning should be right way, and then whatever we do, any actions, it should be in righteous way. That is why karma and dharma goes together always. When we are in the field, the working field, we should follow the dharma. Karma and dharma goes together. So that we saw up to pushti, up to that we saw. Now today we are going to see 445th namam, 94th shloka, Matihi. Mati means intellect. Like Vyavasayatmika buddhihi ekeha kuru nandana, Sri Krishna Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. Vyavasa, I mean unwavering mind. That is called Matihi, good mind. That if we keep it in the Brahman, Parabrahman, Vedantin calls as Brahman. Keep the mind at the Parabrahman, it is called Brahmakara Vritti. Means the thought is called Brahmakara Vritti. Vritti means thought. So even that Matihi means good intellect. Whatever action we are doing, for let us say pot maker, that making the pot, that is a mati given by mother. That is also blesses of Gayatri Mata. Let a pot maker or any field, like a runner or any field, they will have the focus mind. That Matihi is mother. Then Dhrutihi, 446th Namam is Dhruti, means firmness. Even though they have that blessings, mother's blessings, that mind should stay focused. That is called firmness, unwavering mind. This mother is at the Pindaraka Kshetram. Each one is a Devata. These are all 9 Devatas are going to bless when we do Gayatri Upasana. This is the results of Gayatri Upasana. Everybody wants this, even seekers in spiritual path, we all need this. Even the material life also, all of us need them too. Good mind only, we can stay focused. And then 447th Namam, Shantihi. Once we have everything, we get Shanti, peace of mind. Even Tyagaraja says, Shantamu leka saukyamu ledu. Dantulakaina Vedantulakaina. Beautiful way. Danti means like whoever has the sense control. Then the Vedantulakaina means whoever is in the path on Brahman. So they think world is really not true as we think. It's all pervaded by Brahman. Both of them, Dantulakaina, Vedantulakaina, Shantamuleka, Saukyamuledu. So Shanta means peace of mind. Without that, there is no real Saukyam, means Sukham. And Sukham is also of 2 types. One is material comforts. That is not real Sukham. Material means we sit in a good luxurious sofa and then get a good car. They are all material comforts. We can travel in first class or we can buy our own plane. We don't need to go through customs or do anything or go in the line or, they are all material comforts. Does that mean we'll have the peace of mind or happiness? Happiness is not dependent on outside things or situation or people. It comes from within. That is Shanti. That's what our scriptures are talking about. It comes from within. That's why Shantamuleka Saukyamuledu Dantulakaina Vedantulakaina. So then, what is actually, how do we get Shanti? See, this is a nice, our scriptures gave you a nice, one word. Aparadha Sahishnutvam Shanti. Aparadha Sahishnutvam Shanti means somebody else makes mistake, forgive them. Forgiveness gives us a Shanti. If we hold on, we suffer. They don't know we are holding the grudge on them. They don't know, other person don't know that we are holding the anger in us. We are doing like how, for example, if we cook the rice, it says, if we cook the rice on open stove, then sometime it starts boiling. Like that, it starts boiling. Like that, each person will suffer. Each one, they will suffer. That's why aparadha sahishnutvam Shanti. Then paradukha asahishnuta means somebody else is suffering. Then they cannot bear. Asahishnuta, they won't be able to bear, means having compassion. That gives the Shanti. That is why even Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Atma upamyena sarvatra samam pashyati yorjuna sukham vayadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. Thinking, seeing everywhere, Atma means self. Here we can call Gayatri Devi. Then they thinking there, other people's sorrow is there, and Sukham also, whatever they get, any happiness is feeling like I am feeling that. Not having any jealousy feeling if they are coming up, feeling this equanimity, feeling the same way in their happiness or sadness. That is what gives us Shanti. And then even Sthita Prajna Lakshanas, Sri Krishna says, beautiful shloka, Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyopajayate prasanna chetaso hyashu buddhi paryavatishtate. See, prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihi. Prasada means anugraham, means Gayatri Devi will bless us with all these 9 pushtis, 9 happiness, 9 devatas. And then prasade means prasannata, having the joyous feeling, happiness feeling, and peace of mind. That is prasade sarva dukkhanam hani. When we have that feeling, sarva dukkhanam hanihi, all miseries, all sorrows, all afflictions will go away, hanihi. And then prasanna chetasaha, that is prasanna chetasa is nothing but shanti, purity of mind, clarity of knowledge. Both of them we need. Guruji always says, when we did the sadhana panchakam, 40 instructions are given by Adi Shankaracharya. Beautiful text, only 5 shlokas for 40 instructions for seekers. And then at the end of it, what Guruji asked all of us, what it is, he said only 2 things, purity of mind and clarity of knowledge. That will take us a long way. That with that we'll get peace of mind. That is Shanti, that is Prasannata Gunam, that is Prasadam given by mother. Prasadam means we go to temple, take the Prasadam, and Navaratri is coming, we get lot of Prasadam. That is Prasadam outside, that is fine, offered to mother and we are eating. That gives us a body, a Sharira Pushti. But this inner peace is much more important, and that is the real Shanti. That's why the Gayatri's mother blessings only will get this Shanti. These are all 9 Shaktis, 9 energies. Means we are invoking mother within us. See, a mother is within us. Devi Navaratri means what? Mother is Devi is within us. We are invoking, awakening has to happen. In those 9 days, listening to this mother stories or Leela or chanting of Lalita Sahasranamam or any mother stories or stotrams, we are invoking that power within us. That is what Devi Navaratris are for. That is why our Chinmaya Ramalaya is organizing Devi Mahatmyam for 9 days, all those 9 days for 1 hour, all the Leela's glory, her form, Kali, Lakshmi, Chandika, all that we are going to see elaborately from 7th onwards. Later on, Karunaji will announce, but from 7th onwards, beautiful program. Do not miss it. Whoever wants to invoke their Devi within themselves, they should attend. That is the beautiful way our rishis have given. And then now for 448 Namam is still 94th Shlokam, Swasti Mati, Su Astu. Swasti Mati means the same thing, the goodness in everything, wishing well-being of everyone, for everyone. That is why we see swastik mark also. And then we chant Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimahisham Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Whole world, all the worlds, 14 worlds, Chaturdasha Bhavanam, all of them should be Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. All the world should be happy, Sukham, peace of mind, peaceful, stay peaceful. That is how we chant. That is they are all Shanti mantras. They are all beautiful Shanti mantras. That could be very nice text, like 3-4 hours. All the Shanti mantras, if we take up, beautiful message is there in each one of them. So that is why even Vishnu Sahasranama we chant, right? Swasti daswasti krutswasti swasti bhukswasti dakshinaha. That is what swasti, swasti mati gives us wishing for everybody's well-being of everybody. And when we wish for everybody, we are included. We don't need to ask separately, because well-being everybody means we are in there included. So that's the swasti mati. And then now next namam is 449 namam kantihi. Kantihi means absolute radiance. That like Surya Kanti, we say radiance, and then absolute brilliance. That is why we chant Aya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Kanti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha. This comes in Devi Mahatmyam. You will see this in Navaratri time, next week, 9 days. In 5th chapter, beautiful section. We all chant that, but we don't know that is from Devi Mahatmyam. So our Chandi Saptashati. And as that's why all these devatas. And then 450 is Nandini, 94th shloka. Nandini means Ananda Swarupam. Ananda means happiness, bliss. That is why even Nandi, in front of Shiva, we see Nandi. What Nandi is doing, looking at Shiva Bhagavan only, not paying any attention who is coming up, turning his face, nothing. Always looking at Shiva Bhagavan only, just seeing him and forget about the world. That is what Nandini is, Ananda Swarupam. And even in Vishnu Sahasranama we say Bhagavan Bhagahanandi Vanamali Hanayudhaha. All of them are happiness, joy, and bliss, and contentment. All these names. 451 Namam Vigna Nashini, 94th shloka. Vigna means obstacles. Obstacles could be anywhere from our in our sadhana. They could be obstacles, or even outside world also we get so many obstacles. As soon as we, for example, we sit for meditation, somebody comes and ring the bell, or as soon as we sit, phone rings, and then our attention is gone. We experience all these. Oh, somebody called. We don't know who it is. I hope it's not my daughter or son. I hope they are okay. Then that goes on like that. Branches keep going with one thought. And our then we sit for meditation for 10 minutes, thinking about everything, and comes out. We come out. Say we did meditation. We all go through this. So all that Vignam, obstacles. Nashini means destroyer. Vigna Nashini. That is why we celebrate Vinayaka Chauthi, Vigna Vinayaka. So that all of them will be gone. So now 452 Namam, we are entering into next shlokam. Next one is 95th shlokam. And Tejovati. All 9, Pushti, Tushti, and then Matihi, Shantihi, Swastimati, and then Kanti, Nandini, Vignanashini. All of them are 9 different devatas and 9 different energies, which Gayatri Devi will bless us. And then Tejovati is the all 9 put together, 10th one. That is called Samashti Rupam, total. They're all put together. That is why we say Vojas Tejo Jyuti Dharaha. Even in Vishnu Sahasranama we chant Vojaha Tejaha. Vojas means inner strength. Tejas that will show on their face. Tejas, we see learned people or Mahanubhavas or great sages. We say there is a glow in their faces. That is called, we say, aura. That is why even in God's pictures, they put that behind their head, they keep like a glowing sun. Means they have that aura. That is what Tejovati. And then even Hanuman Chalisa, we chant Teja Pratapa Mahajagavandana. The Teja Pratapa, Tejas is whole world is worshipping Hanumanji, looking at his Tejas and Pratapam, Valerie, that strength. Everybody is worshipping him. So that is what this Tejovati Namam. And now 453rd Namam, 95th Shloka, Trinayana. 3 means again, English and Sanskritam 3 is the same. Nayana means eyes. 3 eyes. Mother has 3 eyes. Gayatri Devi has 5 faces. We are seeing the picture behind also. We saw it elaborately. 5 faces, representation of 5 elements, Pancha Bhutas: space, air, fire, water, earth. That is the representation. Each face has 3 eyes. So 15 eyes. So that is why Trinayana. Trinayana means always whenever they talk about Netra Shakti, it is representation of Jnanam, knowledge. Even we haven't done Saundarya Lahari for a long time now. Even Shankaracharya says, describing about mother's eyes, Ahasute Savyam Tavanayana Markatma Kataya Triya Mam Vamam Te Srujati Rajani Nayakataya Trutiya Te Drushtir Daladalita Hemambujaruchi Samadhatte Sandhyam Divasa Nishayorantarcharim. Ahasute Savyam. Oh mother, your right eye is representation of Ahaha, means daytime. Representation of sun and daytime. Ahasute Savyam Tavan Arkatmakataya. Arkam means sun. So right side is a sun, representation of sun and creates daytime. And then Srujati Rajani Nayakataya, left eye representation of Rajani Nayakataya means moon. Then evening, night. And then you have the third eye, Trutiya Te Drushtit Daradalita Hemambujaruchi. The third eye is representation of Sandhya time. That is why Hemambujaruchi, that Sandhya time is also, that color is like a golden red color mixed with yellow and red, beautiful color. That is why we do the worship. Whoever is your Ishtadevata, you can worship that time. Time is more important than this Gayatri mantra, or I don't have the Gayatri mantra, or that compared to that feeling, the time we need to capture. Time we need to do Upasana. That is much more important. That is where we get the results. Like for farmers, they keep the seeds at the right time. Then only they get the right crop at the right time. So that is what Trinayana. And then Nayana is also, we saw Surya, Chandra, Agni, and it is representation of Ruk, Yaju, Sama. 3 Vedas also. And then Kalam, morning, evening, and Sandhya, time. Bhuta, Bhavishyat, Vartamana Kalam, to time period, means past, present, and future. Representation of all that. And so then that, and there are so many trees also. Even Vonkaram has A, U, Ma letters. All of them representation of that also, and taking us to Om. So now 454th Namam Lolakshi, 95th Shloka. Lola means movement. Akshi means eyes. Mother eyes are moving, constantly moving. Lolakshi. Why they are moving? Because Asakti, mother has curiosity, means she wants to know how whole world is doing. Because we are all her children. She is universal mother, our biological mother who gave us birth. But mother is universal mother. Brahma Kita Janani, Aneka Koti Brahmanda Janani, mother for everybody. so many Brahmandas are there, so many galaxies, so many universes are there. Aneka koti, so many crores and crores. For all of them, mother is the mother. Mother is Gayatri Mata is the mother. Lolakshi means movement, Akshi means eyes, Asakti. And then where is her Asakti? Where she goes, most importantly on Shiva, because she has love for Shiva Bhagavan. Even when we chant Shiva Sahasranama or Shiva Kirtana, anything belong to Shiva, mother loves that. That's where mother comes. For example, whenever we chant Ramanamam, Hanumanji will be there. Same way, when we chant about Shiva Bhagavan, mother will be there for sure. So, and then Shiva Bhagavan is have love, asakti, and then all the devotees like us, she has the Vatsalya Bhavana, because she is the mother for everybody. Vatsalyam, compassion. Even Guru has the Vatsalya Bhavam. Parents have Bhavam, that feeling we call Vatsalya Bhavam. Guru to Sishya is also Vatsalya Bhavam. Even mother to devotees is called that Bhavam, that expression is called, or that mood is called Vatsalyam. And then that's why mother has so many Akshi eyes names: Chanchalakshi, Mrugakshi, Harinakshi, Kurangakshi, Meenakshi, Shatakshi, and then Raktakshi. Like that, so many names are there about her eyes. Even Saundarya Lahari we saw almost 10 shlokas just for eyes. Bhagavan Shankaracharya has written about mother. And Mukha Kavi, Mukha Panchashati, he wrote 100 shlokas about mother's eyes. That is the greatness of mother's eyes. That is why back to back we have two namams, Trinayana Lolakshi. And now 455th namam, Kama Rupini. Kama means Icha Shakti. Mother can take up any form. Rupam means form. Kama means Icha Rupam. Whatever she wants to, whenever she wants to, she can take up the form. That is what Kama Rupini. Kama means Kamaniyatvat Kamaha, means Shiva. Ramaniyatvat Ramaha, because Ananda Swarupam. Everybody want to know about Shiva, and Ananda Swarupam is Rama Bhagavan. And Karshati, Krishna Bhagavan pulls us all. That's why Gopikas all went after Krishna Bhagavan, listening to that flute. It comes in Bhagavatam, beautiful Gopika Gita, beautiful section there. So that is what Kama Rupini. Kama Rupini means take up any form. Why she takes up that form? Formless takes up form. Nameless has so many names. Upasakanam hitardhaya brahmano rupakalpana. Brahman means Parabrahma Paramatma Tattvam. Nirguna Parabrahma, Nirakara Parabrahma. There is no form, but he takes the form for us, to protect us, to bless us, so we can stay focused, and then where we all can feel blessed. And that is why we can do Upasana, Saguna Brahma Upasana, and then we can do worship also. Otherwise, Nirguna Tattvam, where there is no form, how can we do puja or worship? We can decorate our idol, our own murti beautifully. That is why Upasakanam hitardhaya, for all of us, Parabrahma, mother takes us the form. Kama Rupini. That is why we say Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupini. This is Icha. Kama means Icha. And now 456th Namam is still 95th Shloka, and Malini. Malini means like a mala. She has so many malas. Like that is why Shriyam Vasayame Kulam Mataram Padma Malini. We chant in Sri Shuktam. Padma Malini. But we'll take up 2-3 meanings here. What are those? Malini means like a garland. Padma Malini, in us, we have Shat Chakras. That is going to be our next topic. They are all like, each one has a representation of like a lotus. Then lotus means wearing, putting like a mala, like a length way, all that one after the other. That Shat Chakra, 6 energy centers are there. Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura at the navel, Anahatam at the heart center, and Vishuddhi is at the throat, and between eyebrows is Ajna Chakram. 6 chakras, and Sahasrara is the ultimate. So that is what one malam, Padma Malini. And then another one is Akshamala. We hear this one. Mala, Aksha, A means letters. All letters from A to Ksha. I, E, U, Ru, Lu, E, I, O, all of them is Akshamala, A to Ksha. That is one mala. We saw all these Padma, lotus, that is also one mala in 6 energy centers. Each one has letters too. Mooladharam has 4 letters. Swadhisthana has 6 letters. We'll see it in next section elaborately. And Manipuram has 10 letters. Anahatam, there 12 letters. And then this Vishuddhi Chakram, 16 letters. Ajna Chakram has 2. All of them put together will be 50 letters. They are in us, all these at these energy centers. That is why when we do meditation, we can awaken each chakra. So that's what Malini. So we saw 2 meanings, Akshamala, letters, and then this Kundalini Shakti, that lotus, and then mantra as Malini too. So many mantras. Panchadashi Mahamantra, which is 15 letters. Shodasi is also 16 letters. And Bala Mantram, 9 letters. Panchakshari is 5 letters. Like that, so many mantras. They are also Mala. All mantra Swarupini are Akshara Swarupini. And then again, this one too, our Shat Chakras. That is the Malini, and she is at the Kaya Varoha Kshetram. There is a, we don't hear this Kshetram, but Kaya Varoha Kshetram is there. That is where this Malini Mata is there, Mata. So now Hamsini, 457th Namam, Hamsini. Hamsa, again, so many meanings are there. Ha, letter Ha, representation of Shiva. Sa, representation of mother. That is one meaning, Hamsa. Hamsa, we all know swan bird. Swan bird has a speciality. That is why our scriptures talk about Neera Kshira Nyayam. Swan bird can separate. If we put together milk and water, swan bird can separate milk and water and takes up the milk. Means Sadasad Vivekam. Means what is truth, what is untruth. They can separate. That is why even Mahatmas we call Hamsa. That is why Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Paramahamsa Yogananda. That's why they are all, they know what is truth, what is untruth. So that's what Hamsini. Hamsa means even that individual self, that Jiva is also called Hamsa. That is why in olden days they used to say Hamsa is gone, means that person is gone, that Jiva left the body. That is all Hamsa. And then all this Ushvasa Nishvasa means inhale and exhale. That is also called Hamsa. Each one where you count, we take up and say one Hamsa. In Pranayama, when we do the Pranayama Upasana. So this is all Shwasa Vidya, Hamsini. Hamsa means again Surya Bhagavan also is called Hamsa. That's why so many meanings are there. You know, Jiva and Prana Shakti is also, life energy is also called Hamsa. That is why Mother is Gayatri Mata. Gayan Trayate iti Gayatri, that is a protector of that vital energy, Prana Shakti. So all these are all her forms. And now 458th Namam is Mata. Mata is again Akshara. Mata means mother. Usually, whom do we call Mata? One is Guru's wife. Guru means whoever is teaching. His wife is also called Mata. And brother's wife is also called Mata. And then king's wife, because he is ruling whole country. That's why his wife is also called Mata. And then in-laws, like wife or husband, their mother is also called Mata, mother. Of course, Mata, mother, universal mother, Mata, Gayatri Mata, Bhu Mata. So many Matas we have. Go Mata we call. And Veda Mata. Everything is a Mata for us, mother. Everything is mother. That is why we worship. Everything is Mata and everything is Devata. Even rocks, trees, animals, snakes, everything we worship. That is the Mata. And then 459th Namam is Malayachala Vasini. This one is, we have a mother Malaya Achala Vasini. This one is, Achala means not moving. Vasini means she resides there. Usually we say this is in south part, in Kerala, Malayachala Vasini. That is why even the south side wind, evening we say that it comes from Malaya winds, that Vayu is very nice and pleasant. Malayachala. On the top we have Himalayas, Himachala Vasini. And then middle is Vindhyachala Vasini. That Namam is there, Vindhyachala Vasini. Now Malayachala Vasini, this is at the bottom. So that's where it's in the Kerala state. There Bhagavati, mother is worshipped as Bhagavati. Malayachala Vasini Kshetram, mother is worshipped as Bhagavati. That is why we have three main ones: Himachala, Vindhyachala, Malayachala. That is at north, and then middle, and then south. And these three representation for karma, bhakti, and jnana. Karma means all of our actions, bhakti means devotion, jnana means knowledge portion. And then their mother is also called Sharada, Vyagramata, and Bhagavati. Malayachala Vasini we call Bhagavati. This is what Malayachala Vasini. And then 460th Namam, Sumukhi. Sumukhi. Mukhi means Vadanam, face. Su means good. Sumukhi, beautiful face. Chakkani Vadanam. That is why our Telugu people say, Chakkanamma Chikkina Andame. Means even she lost weight, she looks beautiful. Whoever is beautiful, they are always beautiful anyway. That is why even Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna Paramatma says, Atma Tattvam, self is there all the time. Whatever is there all the time, there is no disappearing or not being there. Whatever is Asat, it will not be there any time. Asat is Asat. Untruth will not stay. It's not there any time. So Sumukhi. And then beautiful face. That is understandable. So not much explanation is needed. And then 461 Namam is Nalini. 96th shloka. We entered into 96th. With this shloka, we are going to conclude Gayatri Vidya. Because this is a huge elaborate section. A lot of namas are there, and most important section too. I mean, of course, all of them. Nalini means the lotus is called Nalini. Nalini Jalagata Jalamati Taralam. Bhagavan Adi Shankara says in Bhagavad Bhajagovindam. I mean, full bloomed lotus, that is called Nalini. And then that is why we say Padmini, Padmaswarupini, all this. And there is a Ganga Devi is also called Nandini, Nalini, Sita. Because Ganga Devi has all these names. One of the name is Nalini, means purifier. That is why we take a dip in Ganga water. We get purification. And then that I guess Nalini, that we got enough. And now we can move on to 462 Namam, Supruhu. Su means good. Wherever there is Su, that is why we say Sushila, good character. Suguna, good, again, attributes. And then Subhru, Su means good. Du means bad. That is why Kaurava's name, Duryodhana, Dushasana, all that. Bru means eyebrows, Subhru. Here again, form, they are bringing form. So that way our attention will be there. Means auspicious. When we think about, meditate on mother's eyebrows, we get auspicious. Everything becomes good. That is why even we saw in the earlier, Vadanasmara Mangalya Gruhatorana Chillika. This is all Bijaksharas are there. Vadana means Aim Bijam, face. Smara means clean Bijam, Manmadha. Vadanasmara Mangalya means Shakti Bijam, Mangalya, Sauhu. Vadanasmara Mangalya Gruha, that is Gruha means house, Gruha. That is why we say Gruha Lakshmi, Shreem Bijam. And Gruha Torana is the Hreem Bijam, Bhuvaneshwari Mata. So that's why when we think about this, we'll get all that power. Vadanasmara Mangalya Gruhatorana Chillika. There they explain mother eyebrows are like as though for Manmadha's house, they are giving the Toranam. That's how the eyebrows are, beautiful eyebrows. And then even Saundara Lahari, Shankaracharya says beautiful again. Bruvau bhugne kinchit bhuvana bhaya bhanga vyasanini. Mother has one habit. What is that? To remove bhayam, fear from everybody, all the seekers, all the devotees. Bhaya bhanga vyasanini. Bhaya, destroyer of that fear. Fear means makes us fearlessness. Fearlessness is Daivi Gunam, characteristic of Devata Gunam. That is why even Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, Daiva Asura Sampad Vibhaga Yogam, starts with Daivi Sampatti. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi, Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi, Danam Damascha Yajñascha, Swadhyayastapa Arjavam. First one he says Abhayam, fearlessness. We should be fearless to share our knowledge, to speak up for our Sanatana Dharma, to chant. We need to be fearless, chant loudly, nicely. Nobody is expert. We have to please mother. We are singing for mother. So that is what Subhru. That's what we get, all that fearlessness when we meditate on mother's eyebrows. It gives us auspiciousness. And then 463rd Namam, 96th Shloka, Shobhana. This also again, auspiciousness, Mangala, Sarva Mangala, Mangalye, Shive, Sarvartha Sadhike, Sharanye, Trayambike, Devi, Narayani Namostute. Sarva Mangala Devi, we are all praising. Even Devatas worship mother. Even Asuras also worship mother. Their intentions might be wrong, but they also worshipped mother. And then of course, all Devatas for good intention. They worshipped mother for Loka Rakshana and Dharma Rakshana, to protect all beings and to protect Dharma. That's why they worshipped mother Shobhana. And then next one we are going to go. Then 464th Namam, 96th Shloka, Suranayika. Sura means all devatas. Naika means she is the leader for everybody. All devatas, she is the leader, means a supreme and top. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, they worshipped mother. Atastvamarajyam harihara virinchadibhirapi. Shankaracharya says in first shlokam in Saundarya Lahari, even Hari Hara Virinchi, even Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra Bhagavan, they worshipped you, O mother. Pranantum stotum va kadhamakruta punya prabhavati. To worship you, if they do not have punyam merits, how can they come near to you, O mother? They will not. The qualification is required to do the prostration or salutation or namaskaram, pranamtu, or stotum va, even to chant mother shlokam or chant Lalita Sahasranamam or listening to this. Mother merits should be there. They only come, they only have. I'm not saying, Shankaracharya is saying, so we are all blessed people. Only blessed people will come to, or chosen people will come to listen to these or chant, or chanting also. That is why they are always limited in number. See, Pandavas are only 5, Kauravas are 100. See, good is always Su, that is why Suranayika. Devatas are only limited. That is why we have to invoke them. But energy-wise, positivity is unlimited. We have to invoke our unlimited potentiality in us. Suranayika. And she is the cause for Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. And cause for everybody, Suranayika. That is why she is Suranayika. And then 465th Namam, Kala Kanti. Kala Kanti. Shiva and Parvati both are there together in this Namam. Neela Kantha, we call. Kanti means that kantam, that is throat. Kala kantam, representation of Nada Shakti. Means Avyakta Madhuram, it not manifested. Nadam, we say even Omkaram, that sound energy. Nadam is Kala Kanti. That even we chant, right? Omkara Panjara Shukim. Upanishadudhyana Keli Kalakanthi Agama Mipina Mayuri. That shloka, beautiful one. See what it is Upanishad Udhyana Keli Kalakanthi. All the Upanishads are like Udhyanavanam, means garden. In that garden, Keli Kalakanthi means mother is dancing. All Upanishads talks about mother alone, mother only. Veda Mata, they are all talking about Veda Mata, Gayatri Mata. That is what Kalakanthi. And she is at the Vishuddhi Chakram too. That means at the throat. Even our throat, our Nadam will get purified. Our Vak Shakti will get purified. It will be clear. Vak Pushti will come when we meditate on this Namam. And this is also Kanthasima Dhyanam. Kanthasima means Kamesha Baddha Mangalya Sutra Shobhita Kandhara. Mangalyam means that thread, Mangalyam. Shiva tied that Mangalyam on mother's neck. So Kanthi means neck. This is a very subtle portion too. That is why that Mangalyam, this is very beautiful point. They do the 9 threads and 3 peta, muppetalu, like this, 3 of them, like each, this is one, like strings, 3 strings they put together. Each one has 9 strings. And then 9 into 3, 27. 27 is representation of our stars, Ashwini, Bharini, Kritika, all that, Purva Bhadra, Uttara Bhadra, Shatabhisha and Vishakha, all that. All the nakshatras mean stars according to astrology. Then all our life is dependent on this according to astrology, all the stars, then all the stars will be conducive. All the stars will be auspicious, become auspicious when we meditate on this. Kala Kanti or Gayatri Mata. This is that is why we say do not press neck. Then that is that a life energy is there. You know, at night time that Jiva Shakti goes at the throat section. That is why even when we get up, we experience that too sometimes. Somebody wakes us up in the deep sleep, we feel as though suffocated or as though somebody is pressing. That's where Jiva Shakti enters there, that life force, when we are sleeping. When we are awake, it's at the Hrudayam. It's very interesting, you know. And then Upanishads talks about all this elaborately. And then 466th Namam is Kanti Mati. Kanti, again, we saw all the radiance, all the, Jyoti, Param Jyoti Swarupam, and then all the, even Surya Bhagavan has Rashmi, the rays, Kiranas has Kanti, that is Kanti Mati. And 467th Namam is Kshobhini. Kshobha means a vibration, to create the disturbance. We use the word disturbance is not the right word because it gives us negativity. But here is the vibration. Before creation, Shiva was in meditation. And then Mother created that vibration, this Kshobhini Devata, to create Spandana. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitum Na Che Devam Devo Na Khalu Kushala Spanditumapi. First shlokam in Saundara Lahari. That Spandana, that vibration is created by Mother. Otherwise, Shiva was in tapas. He's not interested in creation. Mother did that vibration to create. So that is the Kshobhini. Kshobha, even in the column, in the time that everything happens, that is also the vibrations. Everything is a vibration. We just have to, our frequency, we just have to tune in. Universe has all the vibrations. Everything is moving. Our rishis have connected to that vibrations or frequency. And we have that capacity too. When we have all that, whatever swastimati, pushti, tushti, we get that capacity. So that's what Kshobhini. Kalam, time also has that movement, always moving. Everything is moving, seconds, everything. Already 1 hour is going. That is all Mother's power. Everything happening. And 468th Namam, 96th Shloka, Sukshma Rupini. Sukshma means subtle. Rupa means form. Smallest. That is why Kathopanishad says, Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. Smaller than Anu means smaller than smallest. Mahat means big, bigger than big. Our Acharya is to say the biggest. And so this is what Gayatri is. Gayatri Mata, Sukshma Rupini, subtler than subtlest, bigger than biggest, because she is a Sarva Vyapi. So that is why even Veda Matas could not even reveal Mother. Mano Vachama Gochara, because she is subtlest. Even mind cannot reach. Vak cannot describe. No matter how much we explain, it will be still short. Like how Sri Krishna Bhagavan, Damodara Swarupam, Mother Yashoda wanted to tie Sri Krishna Bhagavan. No matter how hard she tried, it will be 2 inches short. That rope was short. So that's why no matter how much we explain, only this is the experience, abidance. We all have to have, each one has to abidance in that knowledge. That is why Sukshma Rupini. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Upanishads talk about that place. Even the speech cannot reach, and even they come back because they will not be able to explain unlimited, limitless. Aprameya, Swaprakasha. So the Atma Swarupini, Vak Druk Alabhyaha. Even to see also, we cannot perceive. Whatever we perceive, that is only limited. But that's why our Vedas say, Vak Druk Alabhyaha. We cannot attain mother. Only with Antarmukham, when we turn inward, we can experience mother. We know about mother. That is nothing but our Gayatri Mata. So this is the elaborate section. So we finished from 90th shlokam to 96th. Today we did from 94th shlokam, means 95th, let us say 95th to 96th. Two are done. 95th and 96th. From Chichaktis Chetana Rupa to Sukshma Rupini is Gayatri Vidya. Almost all, more than 550 namas we covered. And then next section is going to be beautiful, most beautiful section. Again, another one. Shat Chakras, 6 energy centers. That is going to be 24th, I think. That is from there. It's also very big section too. 97th shloka to 110th shloka. And then namas from 469th nama to 542 namas. So that we will see next week onwards. And then I'm going to conclude here because even Karunaji also has some announcement to make. And then we will conclude here. And then by Mother's grace, see, these Vidyas means nothing but Upasana. We are taking up like sections. So that way we can take up all of them, or we can take up one and constantly think about it and meditate on that. Then we can get the connection to that Sukshma Rupini. Develop that connection. That is the most important, not the numbers. In the meditation only we can do, because that's the only place we are alone, and then our eyes are closed. That's the precious time for us, meditation. As we keep doing, then these thoughts will come. First is asana, just to sit there. That is also first step. Just to sit for 10 minutes or 20 minutes when everything is calm. Slowly looking at this, now we know we are learning the namas. Slowly our mind stays there. Then we can extend our meditation too. So that is why these are all for to develop the connection. That is, next one is also, nothing is dependent on outside. Everything is inner. We don't need any materials. We don't need to spend any money. All we need to do is just to listen to them and invoke those energies. Everything is given to us. Beautiful section, and we'll continue later. And then I'm going to say Purnamadham. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Harihi Om, everybody.
Hari Om. Thank you, Shamala ji. As usual, very beautifully done. Just I want to give few take-home messages, even for me also. You made a nice points of purity of mind and clarity of knowledge. That thing, and also mentioned about the Hamsa Swan, how the milk and water together, but it's able to separate the milk and take the milk. So that's why it's a good for us to learn, looking at the good and bad things, how to absorb good things in us. And then fearless, mother fearless, you are teaching us sloka, mothers, all Saundarya Lahari, Shyamala Dandakam, and then Devi Mahatyam we started. So all those things we get strength, fearlessly we can do the things in the sadhana. So that helps also. Thank you so much. And a few announcements. Next week, Navaratri is coming up. Please join for Navaratri special from 7th October to 15th October, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock Eastern time. So I have posted flyers. This is in Telugu lectures. So please spread a word and so we